What's up, everybody? It's me, Luke, and today we will be playing some League of Legends as Sion in the top lane. And I really like Sion. He looks like Conan the Barbarian, so he's like my favorite character. My favorite character. Ooh. So today I wanted to talk about... What second? Oh, I beat that guy. Alright, nice. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about green energy. Because I really like the environment and climate science. So I have to talk about green energy. The first most important thing is global warming heats up the internet wires because the internet is carried in wires and it makes you lag. I'm sure a lot of you know this. I'm sure a lot of you know that global warming makes your game lag. So it's not your fault when you lose. It's global warming's fault. But did you know that not all our energy sources are green energy? So, one problem of not having green energy is it takes energy to produce everything in the energy. So, if you really want green energy, you're going to have to make up for the energy used in production. Like, you're going to need wires or something of some kind, so you have to make up for the energy lost that way. But I was realizing that energy doesn't, like, get created, you know? It gets moved around, and it can be, like, added to whatever. But the only way that we capture more energy on Earth, because when we move, we're just reusing energy that has already been captured. The only way we really have to capture energy is plants. Oh no, I'm not going to go down without a fight. I'll go down swinging. Come on, get over here, fight me. That's right. Nice. So plants capture the sun's energy. They have these cells called pigment. And they absorb certain frequencies of, like, the sun's energy waves, like the light energy. Because light is like an energy. And these pigment cells absorb certain, like, frequencies of that energy. That's pretty cool. That's one of the ways that, like, electrons are added to our system, because otherwise they chaotically bounce around the solar system until, like, they get caught in someone's eye or something. So that makes me think that we need copper to make our wires, or gold, or whatever valuable resources we need. And I was just online. I was on the Google Scholar, not even the regular Google. And I found out you can farm precious metals using plants. Like, you can farm copper and, like, all sorts of stuff using plants. That's super cool. That means the amount of biomass in the soil will increase the amount that the plants grow, which will increase the amount of plant that is produced, which will increase the amount of rare metals that is made. Also, during the process of extracting these rare metals, you're probably going to, I think, burn the plant matter to, because you have to separate the metal from the rest of it. And when you're burning it, you're going to generate energy. And that energy generated is that green energy? Because you're lighting on fire a biomass that is reusable. And it's adding CO2 to the air, which is bad, but CO2 on its own, just from fire, nature makes wildfires on its own. Like, people have been making fires for 1 million years. That's like CO2 from fire doesn't have anything in it mostly other than, like, CO2. So it actually feeds plants and can contribute to a healthy ecosystem. Have you ever driven down the highway? That's why the trees along the highway are taller than the trees immediately behind them in a lot of situations, because they're eating the CO2, and then the asphalt of the road is a dark color, some kind of dark gray, so it reflects heat and catches a lot of heat, which then radiates back up towards the trees. But then trees, they don't necessarily like, heat, but they do like heat when they have enough carbon supplementation to absorb the heat. And if a tree's roots go down really low, a lot of times they'll find water there. So what I'm saying is, oh, they can't catch me, I'm too slick. Very nice. What I'm saying is that a tree, or any plant, really, any plant, corn, tomatoes, will deal better with the heat if you have a CO2 supplement. Like, for example, even blowing smoke, like if you're like have a smoke machine or any kind of smoke that you can blow on your plants during the extreme heat, it'll help them deal with the extreme heat a little bit better. And maybe you won't even have to water them as much because they'll be a little bit healthier, but who knows? But the CO2 supplementation does help them. You probably would actually have to water them more in the heat or something, I don't know. But yeah, the CO2 supplementation does help. And then the more CO2 you supplement, the more biomass in terms of roots and mycorrhizae fungus and microbes and everything gets into the soil. So, just the smoke will increase biomass, which will increase the amount of water. It'll also increase the particulate density of the air, which makes it more likely to rain in that area. But the biomass will increase water infiltration and absorption and respiration, which will increase the total available water in the cycle. And that's cool. The more water you add, because plants will absorb the water and then respirate it over long terms, and oxygen. And I'm taking tower shots. They'll absorb the water, and then over time they'll release it, making it a more temperate, moderate climate, making it nicer, more middle of the road, less extremes. And that's cool. Like, trees and plants and biomass will do that. They can't catch me, I'm too slick. Check this out. So, trees love the CO2. They live for it. They're like, yum, yum, bro. That's delicious. That's absolutely delicious, bro. That's delicious. And you're like, oh, well, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. CO2 having plant. Mr. CO2 eating plant. I really like plants. And the more plants we have and the healthier they are, the better the environment around them is. Because that's what you want at the end of the day, isn't it? Like a nice, healthy environment. Even if you're a gamer who sits inside and games all day, you want the outside to have a nice environment. Because then the wires that carry your internet are nice and cool. They're nice and cool. Ice cold wires just underneath the surface of the ground. And your internet will move so fast. Amazing ping. Amazing internet. That's what gamers want. They just want good internet. And the way to do that is by helping trees, obviously. Trees look at you and they're like, hey bro, you want good internet? I can do that for you. The trees look at you and they're like, hey bro, do you want to win? Do you want to friggin' win at all your favorite games, bro? I'm a tree. I can help you with that. It's the giving tree. He's like, bro, I can give you good internet. I can respirate so much oxygen, capture carbon. I can really just change this ecosystem. I can give you a moderate climate so your internet always works fast. I can give you good snow in the winter. Do you want snow? Do you want snow, bro? Do you want snow? Do you want snow? And then the snow falls and your internet moves so fast with a light covering of snow on the ground. Your internet moves so fast. Ice cold. it's like, so gamers love trees. Gamers are like, bro, hook me up with those trees. And if we farm like copper and other precious minerals from plants and then burn them to generate more energy, then those plants are like, bro, I can help you build a computer for cheap, because it'll increase the availability of those resources in the system and add another supply for the demand. Like, there's a demand for gaming computers. Everybody knows that. Every gamer knows I can't save them. Every gamer knows there's a demand for gaming computers. And gaming computers need these metals. And you can farm these metals with plants on the ground. You can use the ground. Just throw the seeds in some little rows. Maybe water them once or twice. Like, it's 17 cents a gallon for water. Okay? If you get it like in certain places. So, like, don't go to a drought area and do this, because the drought area, whatever. But you go to an area with good water supply, and you will be, by growing these plants, replenishing their water supply and strengthening an already like bountiful ecosystem, strengthening it. So it's 17 cents for a gallon of water. How many plants can you water with a gallon? That's a lot. That's like maybe 100 feet of plants. So maybe you do that once a month for 17 cents. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can grow some, maybe once a week, but you can grow some serious plants and then burn them for energy. Like, the whole thing would cost money to set up. You could burn them for energy, release that CO2 into whatever kind of greenhouse growing environment you have through pipes at the appropriate amount. And you then have a self-regulating system that utilizes waste as resources, generates its own energy, and produces rare metals for gaming PCs. Like, we need to look into farming plants for metals to build gaming PCs. Like, Teslas are running out of metal, so we need to look into farming plants to grow Teslas. Like come on, Elon. Come on, Elon, grow some Teslas, bro. That's what we need, though. And we need to increase biomass in the soil, because every 1% of biomass leads to like 10 gallons or 40 liters in 100 feet. And that's just a lawn, is 1% biomass. I'm going right now. But solar panels, like, they need phosphorus, which you can get from plants. They're made of silicone, which you can get from sand. And you need power from heat to get those silicone panels into that form. So you can get that power from burning plants. You can get the phosphorus from plants. You can get the silicone from the sand. It's pretty good, and we could do that. And, we need to save the environment. If you go outside and you just water your lawn, you're contributing to this. You're contributing to the system, because every single plant contributes to the environment and helps us scale, helps us farm our environment. And as we farm our environment, then it produces more for us. So we got to start, like, we got to start, like, power farming our environment. Like, if you go outside for 10 minutes and water your lawn just a little bit, like, if there's a drought, you don't have to water a house plant, like with a little glass of water or something. It's about contributing to the system. If you have a dog, go pee your dog somewhere, and that, like, go take a poop. That contributes to the system. And that's what's important. We're all on the same team here. We're fighting back against global warming, which is making us lag, bro. I have a mission. I have a goal, and it's to understand climate science, because a lot of it's bro science, a lot of it's political, whatever. I want to understand climate science. Like, you can use CO2 for the betterment. People didn't really understand that, but now we kind of understand that. And so, to a certain extent, we can utilize that. All right, guys, do something eco-friendly. Turn off the lights when you leave the room or something, because that'll help the environment. Do something eco-friendly. Eat a vegetable. Eat a potato. Go eat a potato. All right, I won. All right, thank you guys so much for everything, and make sure to do something environmentally friendly today, and do something nice too. Yeah, make somebody's day a better day. And if you guys have watched this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And, please leave a comment down below about the environment or whatever. Tell me what your favorite vegetable is. Tell me what your favorite plant is. And, I appreciate it so much, guys. Thank you for everything, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys. It's the